there's so many, we're starting to build a community, and the more we speak of it, the more we talk about it, the bigger it gets, because the more people are willing to talk about it. So eventually we'll be the majority, hopefully.
Oh, isn't that a beautiful idea?
Wow.
Boy, and Patrick, I've been dying to talk to you. I tell you how fast things change for me, and we can't ever, like last time we talked was just Wednesday, so it hasn't even been a week yet.
Yeah.
I remember one time we went a week and a half, and I was like, we can't go that long. Things change too fast, right? And so anyways, you first dropped off this kind of quantum travel, put it right back in my lap, and I was a little kind of, shocked by it, and I was like, okay, and some of the other revelations that you'd mentioned to me, which I love the fact that you would say something, and then we put you under, and the higher self says the same things. It's really cool. But one thing what you did is it was very liberating. I got to be Kelly again. So what happens is I tend to slow myself down and say, okay, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I want to bring everybody along with me. I don't want to go too fast, right? But when you go, boom, and drop something in my lap, you hand me the ball and say, there's the end zone. I'm like, bang, gone, right? Like a bullet out of a gun. I can go my speed again, and I just feel so much more comfortable, and the ideas start coming, and I just start writing them down, and back. Everything changes, right?
That's perfect, Kelly, because that's the reason I did that. So this way you can advance as much as you want. I'm not there. I'm not slowing you down. And not only that, it is your own thing. You make it more personal that way. It's going to look more like you also. So it's all good. And we're sharing information, and that's exactly those that I'm channeling, where this information comes from. It's exactly what they want us to do. They
We're
want
going to
us
get it out too, buddy.
They, not just for that, it's the same for QHHT and Kyushi. But right now I feel kind of stuck because we're supposed to teach that to everyone, okay? And right now I'm kind of stuck in a place where I kind of have to shut up. I cannot start teaching these things, because if I start teaching the induction part and all that, my teachers are not going to be very happy with me. Maybe it's a little too early, and I'm going to wait till more people start talking about it on the web, so that people can make money for a while, because money is still the system that we're in right now. But when I see that we're really close and that monetary system is about to fall, or when I see that it's breaking down, I'm going to make this information more available to people, because that's what all higher beings are telling me to share as much as I can. Everybody should be able to do this eventually on their own.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead, Linda, if you want to say something, because I'll talk for an hour.
Wow. Thank you. This is what I pray for.
Okay. So first of all, Patrick, this is Linda Blair. She's a friend of Suzanne's. It kind of hooked us up. And so I just...
it's nice to meet you.
Yes.
I'm in awe of both of you, believe me.
I love your energy. You have a beautiful energy.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Now, so what we're doing today is what we're going to call the Quantum Explorers Club, okay? So this is just a club, and this is at people's leisure. They can come and go. They can be here on certain days, not on other days. There's no pressure with it. It's just for fun, for us to meet like-minded people and make a group. And then, so what we'll do is we'll have some meetings here and there, just like we're doing today, just for chat and to keep up with the new changes for that week. And then, and then like twice a week, I'm going to try to organize journeys. Okay, so like Wednesday and then one on the weekend, so people can have different schedules. As we learned last week on our trip, that everybody we talk to is going to have different skills. And I love to use my example, because that's what they use. Patrick can see things really good, and then he can go and sketch them later too, even because he has such good vision. But we're going to meet somebody else that one day will be able to lick a rock and tell me that it is 3/4 andesite and 1/4 quartz, and you know what I mean? And that'll be right. And then we're going to meet somebody else that is very good with numbers, that's going to give me coordinates and the things that I need there.
I have a question for you. actually. Have you worked with Kazuko?
No, I'm dying to. She wasn't in the meeting the other day, but talk to me.
Bob Aqua told me that there's something special about her. I didn't get exactly because there was noise in the background. The communication was breaking when he talked about her. I wasn't sure, but in the meditation session, he said that she had abilities, and I'm not sure what it is, but maybe she has abilities that are in some fields that are better than I am, you know. So maybe she'd be a good one to bring on board up for these kinds of projects. Anyway, it's just a suggestion.
Yes. No, I love you, and keep bringing people up that I haven't thought about yet, because I don't run into her enough, but I know that there's something special about her because I know who her guides are, and they're out of people, right? But anyways, the end goal will be that there will be, like, let's say, well, there's no end goal, but the most immediate goal that I'd like to get to is I would like to have 20 people in the club. I would like to have 2 groups of 10, one for the weekday and one for the weekend. And then that way, I like to send groups of 5 out. Okay, so a team, and they all have their skills. And now, like, let's say our next destination is going to be Grand Canyon, right? And we go there and we send 5 people. I can say everybody spread out. Now everybody meet back on Patrick. And, you know, whoever finds something most interesting, I need my, okay, so Vanessa will be coming pretty soon. You'll meet her soon. She is very good with animals. So now you see the giant that has animal paws and an animal face, and I say, Vanessa, come look at this thing and tell me what you get off of it, right? So we're going to have 2 teams of 5. I need 10 people so I can always send 5 at a time, right? Because whoever's going to be absent or busy, or, you know, as an example, let's say that it's a Wednesday and you have nobody to watch your mom, right? You can still come to the meeting, you can watch, you can observe, you can type things in chat. Hey, Kel, ask this question. I'm getting a feeling, right? But now you can still go out and take mom to the restroom if you need to, right? Because we've got 10 people and we're going to only send 5 of them. Okay? Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
Yeah, okay. So hopefully we'll have 2 teams. And you know what? If you are the person that normally comes on the weekend and you want to come during the week, that's fine. It's just a club, man.
So what you want to do is actually bring all these 5 people going to the same place at the same time on the same trip.
They can all fit into your ship, or we can give them all individual ships. Either way, but that ship can expand in size, right? Just like I knew it had intelligence, I knew about the ship before we ever got together.
That could be complicated because we're probably not on the exact same field of vibration. But I don't know. I'm gonna ask these guys if it's possible to do.
Absolutely, it's possible, dude. I'm telling you.
And if it's doable, I think we should start maybe by 2, then add another one, then add another one. See how it adapts, you know.
Yes, it's going to be an experiment, and it'll be hard for me to bring people on board that are the right people, and so it's going to take a while for me to get there anyway. So I almost will have no choice but to send 2 at a time, right? I was thinking it'd probably be you and Aaron first, and then the next one will be Vanessa will be next, you know, and I've got some guys in the pipeline. But one thing is, only thing about this club, I'm definitely opening it up more than before, but it's still by invite only. Okay, and so what I want is people that I know I work well with, right? So basically they should have had a Kyushu session first, and then I would probably decide, and during the course of that session, every session I'm gonna find out what's their special talent. That's gonna be my question to ask, right? And will they be useful to the Quantum Explorers Club? And would they like it? And then we'll invite them in. So it's good, they're gonna kind of trickle in, you know what I mean? It won't be super fast. The other thing is I have made a Facebook page, and it's called Time Travel and Quantum Exploration. I will send you both an invite, so please accept that, because that way I can keep people up to date with what's going on, what's new there as well, okay? And then eventually we'll have a, sorry, I told you I'd go for an hour. Eventually we'll have a, like Skype or that type of a room that is always open, and we can all just chat with each other throughout whoever just happens to be, you know, oh, I'm on my lunch hour. Let's see what the Quantum Explorers are doing today. And I'll be putting updates. Hey, tomorrow we're thinking of having a meeting. I know it wasn't scheduled, but if anybody's available, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and say what you guys want to say. And then I'll go on to my next 1 hour thing I have to say.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I never thought about it that way. The way I saw it is, and yeah, it should work. But the way I saw it, the way the information came to me when he suggested to have more people go in, it wasn't like that. But I love the way you're bringing it, because it not only it will bring in more perspective, more vision of what's there to see, but it will also, yeah, exactly. And it can prove a lot of things also that way.
The guy that I did a reading with yesterday has basically like an automatic knowingness about certain things. That's, you know, and he'll be being brought in soon enough. You know, and we'll probably want to, I've got a couple people that I'm thinking of as like an oracle role, where they're going to kind of divine the mission before we do it to make sure that it's safe, and things like this. So, and we're gonna, since everybody's gonna have such special talents, and you know how I give people superpowers for the mission on top of that.
Oh yeah.
The fucking X-Men. You know, right?
Yeah, well, the more we are, the better and the stronger it's going to get. That is for sure. How long it's going to take to all coordinate things and to be all synced together, that we'll have to see. But I know that it's going to be awesome, and it's just going to get better and better, because the more energy, the more people we get together, the stronger we get.
And so the goal will be is eventually I would like to, I'll send in the weekday team. Let's use the Grand Canyon still, right? Because that's going to be our next main target, right? We send in the weekday team, and they go in as a team, and they spread out. And then as I need somebody, somebody found a bunch of minerals, let me get the mineral person over to there, and let's get the time person over to there, and then.
Okay. That's real good, but there's something I want you to keep in mind.
Yeah.
That could be good for you, especially if you want to make some money at some point or whatever.
We're getting to that part, buddy. We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, no, well, that's for you, and that's channeled for you. These information are for you.
Yeah.
If you want, you could train someone to be good at finding things. That's what the way Babako explained it to me. Is that if you work with that same person all the time to get like coordinates and stuff like that, if you work with one, you can develop those abilities slowly with time. So that could help you. It's not my thing to do that.
Exactly. That's why we want a team.
Exactly. So keep in mind that you may at some point meet up with someone that is interested in doing that. That may help you a lot. It will also help me, because it will build the team much stronger that way.
Yes. And because now what I can do is, when I got the guy that's good at that, I say, go find me some giant bones or whatever I'm looking for that day. And then he finds it. And I say, okay, now let's get Patrick in there to give us a good description of the best way to get in. So like it's gonna be a team, man. It's gonna be a super group, okay?
Exactly.
And what we do is after, let's say the Wednesday, the weekday group goes in and they look at that location and they get all 5 of their people's information the way we want to. And then on the weekend, I go back in with the team B and they do the exact same thing. And we get even more information because they have different talents and skills and a different personality as a team together. I'm getting chills.
Not only we get more information, but we also get confirmation.
Exactly. Exactly. And we'll do all the same kind of like tests and proofs, and eventually we'll be sending the hopefully we'll get an invitation where we're able to send a whole team up to Arcturus to attend classes, and they can all learn about the rainbow and whatever it might be that's going on. We'll be able to rotate them all through to wherever we're going. If we go somewhere cool, if it's the moon or Mars or wherever, the other team's going to follow them up right behind.
There is something that we have to be careful with proof, okay?
Yeah,
because
talk-
we live in a multi-dimensional reality. It's all
Yes.
relative, okay?
Mhm.
But we have to be careful. Some things may vary from one being to the other. Although we're all living the same thing, we're not
Mhm.
seeing it the same way. We're not living it
Mhm.
the same way.
Mhm.
So proof may seem a little different explained by someone than another one, but it should lay right over it anyway.
Well,
So
here's what we got told recently, and I can't remember if it was in your session or the one I did with Raphael, but I said to them, I said, you know, yeah, it was with Archangel Raphael. Anyways, I say, you know, me and Patrick are a little concerned about some of these proofs because if we are getting this out to everyone, that means the bad guys are going to see it too, right? And they said, well, you guys are very protected in the spirit realm. And I said, yeah, but how does that help me when the CIA knocks on my door or the Smithsonian Institute knocks on my door, right? And they said, protected in the spirit realm, you're protected in the physical world too. And I'm like, okay, like I'm having a little hard time getting my mind around that, but okay. So if you could just verify that for me, I appreciate it.
yeah, well, I've asked a lot of questions concerning that already, and it is true we are protected. Well,
Mhm.
look up to date. I've said a lot on the internet, and I've
Mhm.
had no real problems.
Okay.
And I've said a lot, like, and
Okay.
even in some of the sessions, my higher self even said that I was holding back on a lot of information, and
Mhm.
that's something I didn't want to come out and
Right.
see. It didn't cause really anything yet, so
Mhm.
I'm not really worried as long as we don't
Okay.
use it ourselves to get
Mhm.
rich or to hurt
Right.
others or in low
Right.
vibrational fields. It
Mhm.
shouldn't be a problem.
And the other
That's
thing is, the bigger the group is, the less danger. They can't go get all of us. You know what I mean? They can't go to England and Croatia and Brazil and East Coast and West Coast and Canada. You know what I'm saying? So that's a form of protection as well.
Yeah.
Also, like I say, we will have one oracle for each team that will run anything that seems sketchy by them first, right?
Mhm.
Are we ready for this? Do we need to wait on it? Should we just scratch it off the list altogether? So we'll have oracles that'll be part of each team, okay? That'll be because we're looking for that special skill, just like I'm looking for somebody that's good with numbers and coordinates. And I have different skills that I'm looking for, and I know that they'll be brought to me as soon as I'm ready for them.
And another thing you can keep in mind is when we send people in, we can send someone as leading the team, but set everybody from a different point of view.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That way, we
Because
could cover
if
up the
you're
whole
looking
scene.
at a pyramid, I could have a person here, 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 and here.
Yeah.
One there and one under here, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Awesome!
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Any suggestions, Linda?
Well, I just want to be able to participate in some way whatsoever
Oh yeah.
to help. I want to do good. I want to be there, and I just need to feel and hear more. I wish I could. I pray I do. I meditate a lot. I've cut out all the medications and except for blood pressure ones and diabetic ones.
Oh, no,
But
that's okay.
myself up. I used to take 17 tablets a day,
Oh boy.
and you know, I feel.
Have you had sessions with Susan?
Yes, in Italy, and I used to see a lot more and hear a lot more. But then when we left the Middle East and we came here, we went through 2 years of just everything went wrong in our lives, and I felt so lonely. I broke my heart, my friends, my family, even my cat. You know, I couldn't hear. So, you know, I do feel empathy all the time, always have, too strongly. And I cry for the least little thing. So I'm too soft-hearted for my own good.
Well,
So
we're
it's
sensitive,
people
right?
like- it's people like Linda we need on board anyways. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Right. I have a couple friends that are, I haven't told you about the next project yet, but there's a couple friends that are on board specifically because they're good with running a business, right? And I'm trying to be too creative. I can't do it. So I had to say, I need you to handle this for me, okay? But before we move on to that part, I just want to let you guys know that the kind of like the mission charter or the purpose of the Quantum Explorers Club, right? As like, why are we here? What are we doing? We just, jacking around with no direction? No, we have a mission and a purpose. As a club, our main driving force is to awaken as many people as we can and thereby bring about the event sooner, thereby making all healing obsolete. So just, just a little goal. That's no big deal, right?
So you stayed with the first goal we had in mind, and we're going to go on all the way with that.
Yes. I mean, because what will happen is first of all, this is going to, as you know, attract more male energy. And I don't think it's going to, I've been getting tons of female energy too. So even though we got that message, like we know that women are already on board.
Yeah.
They're coming to this.
It's okay if we bring in more women, but the thing is, we need to bring in more male energy.
Right.
And it will work. It's already working. The people I showed the video are already, wow.
Dude, everybody I have talked to about this is like, this is so exciting, Kelly. Right? Yeah. I've not had one person kind of go, oh, well, yes, right? Everybody's just like, holy shit, that is wild. What a great idea, right? Yeah. And so this spreads, first we're going to try and get our 20 people and our 2 good teams together. And then we're going to keep building and building from that. And we're going to keep pumping out videos, keep getting attention that way. We're going to put it on the Facebook page. And so that's Quantum Explorers Club. Okay?
Yeah. Eventually, we could set up things that you could set up other teams that could work on their own to correct history. We can make it that something that we can go back in time and try to correct history, because there's been.
I don't think we're allowed to do that, but we'll see.
Yeah, whatever. Suggestion.
I mean, eventually there's going to be different teams. There are going to be different facilitators. I can't do every single trip, right? You're going to have to do some of them. I'm going to have some other people that are going to have to do some of them, Yeah. One thing I really worry about, and this is being recorded, I am going to edit.
I don't know, just be careful not to offend anyone.
Right.
But that's why I'm talking about it. It could be a touchy thing, but just be careful, because it's touchy and I don't want to hurt anyone.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I stay away from people, because I don't want to hurt anyone. And if I don't like what they say, I have to say nothing.
Yeah, it's hard,
Don't make me lonely.
Yeah. Well, I know it's been a long journey for me, and a very lonely one, because you never know who to speak, who you can talk to. And some of them, they say you can talk to, and you really can't.
No, I find this.
We're going to have our oracles for that too, all right? And we'll consult that way to say, will this serve the highest good? Will this hurt anyone's feelings? Before we do anything, that's going to be a very important part of moving forward, because we're leading with our heart, right? We care.
Yeah.
We only want to help and heal, right, in our own way. And we want to raise the vibration. We don't want to lower it, right? So we're going to be very careful about how we take our steps and
it's causing a big problem for me, because all my guides, Babaco and everything, they're saying that all these techniques, all these things, it shouldn't really be a business. We should see that as liberating.
Yes.
As liberation, not another Babylonian way of entrapping people, and not another way of serving rich. This should be a way of serving everybody and connecting everybody together. And now it's making me feel
that's okay though. We're us, all right? We're just going to be us. Sacred neutral perspective, right? It means that you've healed yourself enough to heal other people. It means non-competitional, non-hierarchical order, non-judgmental. The Quantum Explorers Club operates from a sacred neutral perspective. We do not compete with anybody. Anybody can do anything they want. They can come and go as they please. If somebody wants to pop into the middle of this meeting and then go change their kid's diaper halfway through, that's great. Right? And sacred neutral perspective is very important to me. And if you guys ever see me getting out of line and off of that, you say, Kel, are you being sacred neutral right now? And I'll be like, oh shit. Right? And I will fix it, because it's very, very important to me. All right, non-competitional, non-hierarchical order, no judgment, we have healed ourselves enough to heal other people. That's sacred neutral, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to the next thing here. Unless did you have something you wanted to say there, Linda?
No, I'm just in awe of you two.
We got good energy, huh? We were
Yes,
always told we were a
whenever
good
I
team.
watch and listen to you two, my spirit, my joy is raised so high, and I
Oh,
am
that's
like,
awesome.
honestly,
Linda, I want to tell you something. I'm going to leave you my email address. And if you're interested, I don't have much time. My schedule is really, really tight. But if you want to practice on your vision, I can give you tricks, and I will offer you a free session if you're interested into it.
oh my God, you won't believe.
You know, she's got one coming up with me on Monday.
Waiting to hear that your site is coming up, because I thought I'll go to Quebec. I need, do you know, this is something I've not said to, or, you know, I just pray.
Oh, look at her. Look at her. How
I'm
can
so
you
glad
not
that
love
you're
her?
happy. Okay, so make sure she has my address, Kelly,
I will.
please.
I'll afford it. Okay.
And leave me your address if you don't mind. And
Yes, I
and
will.
about right now, my grandmother has a broken shoulder, but her cast is coming off pretty soon, in about 2 weeks. Once she's liberated from that, I will contact you, and we're gonna work on your visual.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, good. Yeah, see, maybe I'll put her on the other team or something too, if she has the
Yeah,
same.
exactly. That's the reason I'm doing that.
Thank
I
you.
love it. I'm getting
All
chills
right.
again.
You're
Okay, so
welcome.
let's move on to the next order of business.
Yeah.
The next very exciting news that I have for you, because things change so fast in Kelly's quantum world.
Cool.
Are you ready for this, Roll?
Yeah.
We're gonna make a travel agency, quantum travel agency. We've already done it. I've got the website. I've got the Facebook tie-in. Got PayPal hooked up. It's called quantumtravelguides.com. Right? And so check this out. Let's say
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
this is where we make the money, okay? And I'm gonna put your own. I'll put you on there as well with your own bio and everything. And okay, so here's the way it's gonna work. Let's say that you always wanted to go to Machu Picchu and you got a bad knee and you can't do 1,000 steps. I'll send you.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say that you've always had a tie-in and you just felt a calling to go to Lemuria or Atlantis. You can't understand why it's always in your brain. I'll send you. That's right.
Man, that's it. You got it. You got it. Listen, this is exactly what Baba told me about. And I have a suggestion. Shut up. Don't tell anyone. Keep it for you until it's on, until it's working. And when it's on, people realize it. Then tell. Just be careful.
Were you going to say something, Linda?
No, I was just wanting to ask you a question about that sort of feeling sometimes I get with ego. I don't have ego, but sometimes when it has creeped in, well, I push it away because I want to be as simple and pure and worthy. Don't want to think I'm better in any way, and I don't want to have. If I can do this, I don't want to ask money from anyone. It won't come from my heart. I know some people have to for financial reasons, but because I'm not really comfortable with my husband, I just want to do it to help.
It's up to you.
Well, thank you very much.
We like that. Patrick and I are both that same way, but here's the distinction that we make.
Yes.
Quantum healing is not optional. If you've had a bad back forever and you've been out of work and you're on disability, then we need to heal you, right? It's like if you're in pain, you need to be healed, and it doesn't matter if you can afford it or not, right?
Yes.
And even if you can, I don't care. Just want to heal you. As a healer, this is my responsibility to the world. But by the same token, with quantum travel, this is optional. This is something, I want to go see the 7 wonders of the world. Great, pay me 7 times. Okay? And guess what? For $500, it's a lot cheaper than you would have paid to go there anyways. right? Okay, and we're going to have guides that are going to be trained in these type of modalities, and then we'll train them in ours once they've already been, they know another one. And because it's a very easy transition. If you know the one, you're going to learn the other in 2 minutes.
Kelly, that's why that information was offered to me. It's because they wanted to offer a modality to make money that would not interfere with the quantum healing that I'm doing for free. So I will keep on healing people as I'm doing right now for free. And I will maybe make more money eventually with that traveling thing because it's a hobby, it's for fun, it's a pleasure thing. It's not necessary. You don't really need to travel, but you need healing. You should be able to get healing for free.
And we'll put that on the website too. We'll put the healing and the travel. They'll be there for whoever wants what. And honestly, if somebody is like disabled and they have been housebound and their whole world is like this caretaker that comes in once a week and they need me to expand their world, I'm going to make it a sliding scale, right? I'm not going to kick them out of bed for eating crackers, right? But if you're same token, if you're like this retired person, you got all the money, look, pay me, man.
But what you do is you do that on your time outside of the business if you find people like that. But those that will approach you on the business side, that they will be because they agree to the business part of it. So that will be your business, Kelly. Don't feel bad to make money.
I won't.
But, don't steal from people. Don't overcharge them. Or I know who you are. I shouldn't even. I don't even.
That's okay, buddy. I get excited sometimes too, you know. But I'm gonna have to pay people other than just myself and the guides too, right? I've got people that need to kind of hold my hand and do things for me, and they need to get paid. So I'm figuring the way it will be is I haven't told you the whole extent how the travel agency works yet. Okay. But so first of all, we do the one-on-one guided trip. You can go anywhere you want to go that is in this universe, right? Anywhere that is in this universe is available to you. And that's a one-on-one trip. And I figure it's going to be about a 5-hour trip. We're going to charge about $500 and I'll pay the guide $150, $200, something like that. Okay. And if you want to show me that you can't afford it, then we'll take care of you, right? We'll take care of you. I'll do it, right? I won't make a guide. I'll do it. But anyways, the other thing we're going to do that is really cool with the travel agency is every month we're going to have a scheduled trip. So let's say that January is Egypt, February is Grand Canyon, and March is Mars. And that trip is only going to be $100 to get into the trip, right? Now, guess what? Since we're doing one every single month of the year, if you want, you can sign up for the whole year for $1,000. Save a couple $100, right? And we're going to do group tours. Now, on the group tour, I don't even need a trained facilitator so much, right? I can just have somebody that I know and trust that gets hypnotized very easily. And I'll just say, Linda goes under like this, right? So everybody stay with Linda, and I'll do the trick. I'll be the guide, and I got my people, they're kind of like half guides, right? They're just there to be a focal point. They don't even have to have any skills. They just have to be there for me. Just have to be somebody I work with. Bam, group trip, once a month, every month. It's less expensive because it's a group and because I get to decide where we're going.
Cool, perfect.
How is that? Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so meanwhile, we got 10. Yeah, buddy, thank you. I'm pretty impressed. I was pretty impressed with
Yeah, and I am really impressed. That's real good. Yeah.
It all came to me the very next morning after you set me free. I just woke up and my brain was like,
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So we'll have one-on-ones. I'm thinking about $500. I've told my business people that these are just my ideas, but they're the business people. They decide what makes the business pencil out, right? So I'm just throwing random numbers out. Whatever they decide, not my department, honestly. Okay. Yeah. Like, so the girl was saying, good, because I would like the group trips to be $111, right? Because I like those kind of neat numbers. Okay, fine, whatever, you're the boss, you know.
So now we have to build experience, and you have to build a video bank where you have a few trips that you can present to people so that they know what it looks like, and not just from one person. So you understand what
Well, guess where we're getting that from? the Quantum Explorers Club. When we put out our Quantum Explorers Club videos and that's drawing its own interest. And in the description, we're going to say, do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to take part in this? Well, there's two ways. One, you can be invited to the club, right? And you can apply for that. Two, we've got a website with a Quantum Travelers Guide.com, and you can go wherever you want on an individual trip or join a group trip, right? So the Quantum Explorers Club, just our fun and exploring and testing and experimenting, the interest that draws, we're going to parlay that into interest for the travel agency.
Cool.
So they go hand in hand, even though the one is just for fun and the other is for money. They're going to play off each other. They will both be have equal representation on the Facebook page. Down the line.
Cool. That's really good.
I love you, Linda Blair.
Awesome. That's really, really good.
You were here today. You were here the day it all started. 10 years from now, you know, you can tell people that.
I'm still here in 10 years.
Well, you know, because the other thing that we're both going to, and every time I get an idea, Patrick gets it. Every time Patrick gets, I get it right.
Uncanny.
One of the other things we're going to be working on is like age regression, right? You're working on that, right?
Well, I'm doing it right now. I've been showed a technique that is, how do you say that?
Let me show you what I got on that too, so give you some ideas.
I have to. They want me to. What they show me is that you can destroy some of the old cells that are not working good, and replace them. There are techniques to do that. Replace them with new cells, and these new cells will start multiplying. Okay, these new cells will have to be fed with top food, like well, I'm vegetarian.
Right.
I drink very little alcohol. You know, so that's why they're trying it on me. So I'm gonna have to eliminate food for like, it depends on the system, on your metabolism, but to me they want me to try for 3 days.
Okay.
Only water with just a few drops of lemon, distilled water with a few drops of lemon, and you meditate on the water for a couple of seconds before you drink it. And I'm allowed to, I think it's 4 liters a day. And it's just water for 3 days, unless you feel sick or you get a real bad headache. And now my body's gonna feed on the old cells, on the oldest cells.
That's brilliant. Okay.
That my body has.
So
it's gonna feed on that. It's gonna eliminate those older cells. And then once that has started, you are, after 2 or 3 days, it should kick in. You go 1 day without water, without food, and then it just sucks all your bad cells in. It feeds big time on your bad cells. Then the next day you start feeding again on super good food, and you will start producing super cells. They call it super cells. They're brand new cells. They're like baby cells, and these cells will start multiplying.
Okay, perfect. I love that, buddy. Can you, if you go down to the bottom, you hit that little chat button, you see the link that I put in the chat?
Yeah. Okay,
so this is a technique made by somebody named Beverly Nation. She was given it by the Arcturians or Pleiadians, I forget which. And a part of this is called Energy Transfer Reset, ETR. You scroll down the page a little bit, you'll see there's like this arrow where you can kind of scroll through like 10 different things that it does. One of the things it does is it professes to make you age 5 years backwards. Now, with this energy transfer reset, I believe that the first time somebody turned me on to it, I was like, I had an intuitive knowing. I was like, we can do this with QSHE. This can be part of QSHE very easily. Right? So as my sessions are coming, in every session, I'm going to be asking, what can you tell me about how energy transfer reset works? Most likely, they're going to tell me exactly what you just told me, because that's how it usually works, right? But I will be learning it on my own and then trying to incorporate it into each Kyushu session that from now on, when you get Kyushu, you're going to get 5 years younger.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay, so that's, but I want you to look at that and feel it and integrate it and see what you can steal from that and make yours as well, okay?
Mhm.
Just a minute here.
That's super.
Just a minute. I want to say hi to everybody here real quick.
Yeah,
Aaron,
go
can you
ahead.
hear us? Can you hear me, Aaron?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Lovely to see you today. And Brandon,
Hi.
Braden, can you hear
Hi,
me?
Aaron.
I can.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
You can hear me? All right, I can hear you. Okay. Now, just so you guys both know what this is, I kind of just sent you invites. I know that Aaron already knows about this. This is, but there's been some changes made, Aaron, so I want to get you up to speed, okay?
Yeah.
Kind of missed the first part of this. I'll set out a video too for you guys to watch later on. You can see what you missed, and we'll just give you the short version. First is that we're going to call this the Quantum Explorers Club. This is where we're going to be exploring places in time and space just for fun. You can attend at your leisure. We'll have meetings throughout the week. We're going to have a Facebook page that I'll send you guys all invite to. Eventually, there'll be like a Skype or that type of a channel where you can always look in and get real-time updates to see what's happening today. We'll have meetings throughout the week. Usually, I'm thinking it'll be like Wednesdays, we're going to send people places. And then probably Saturday or Sunday, we'll send another team places. We're going to send people as teams. And you can be associated with the weekday team or the weekend team, whichever you prefer. And you can bounce back and forth between them because it's just a club. You're just doing it for fun, okay?
Cool.
So you guys got that?
Cool.
Yes and yes? Okay, good. And then the other thing that we're talking about today is we're making a quantum travel agency. We're going to be able to send people that are disabled, retired, homebound to places, destinations that they might not be able to attend physically, whether that be the Grand Canyon or Mars or Machu Picchu with its 1,000 stairs. We're going to be sending people there, and we'll be charging for that, just so you know. But the travel agency, as it grows, will be looking for new guides and facilitators that Patrick and I can train, and certainly we would use the Quantum Explorers Club as the first place point of contact, right? That we get first right of refusal, so to speak. That's more of a business, that's for money, and we do it that way because we feel like the travel is optional, but the healing is not. So anybody that's a healer, they will have a place on the Quantum Travel website as well. They can advertise their modality and they can charge for it or do it for free, whatever they want. But when it comes to quantum travel, we will charge for that, and people will get paid. So that's on its way. We've already secured the website. You got something, Braden?
Cool.
Okay.
No, that's cool.
All right, good. All right, so then the other thing we're talking about is the Kyushu, which is something we want to make a distinction is different than quantum travel. And the Kyushu is the healing modality. And Patrick and I are both working on different avenues, maybe using Kyushu, maybe not, but as part of our healing, we're going to be working on different age regression techniques. And certainly you guys, once again, would be the first ones that could be tested on if you wanted to be. Right, Patrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So a lot of cool, exciting stuff. You guys kind of missed it all as it was happening, but hopefully just with that quick snippets, you're pretty excited about it all.
And I would like to know this Wednesday, what time would you like to go on?
I mean, whenever you got help from Mom is when I want to go. That's how I base my day around. I block off the whole day, and then whenever Patrick's ready to go, I'm ready to go.
I got someone for 12:30. For yeah.
Your time?
Yeah.
All right, that's nice and early. Okay. All right, let me just write that down real quick here. And okay, so now just for Aaron and Braden, we'll have chats throughout the week because things change so fast in this world and new ideas come up so quickly, and it's just a chat. You can come in and go. You could come in late and then go change your kid's diaper and leave early, whatever. We don't care, man. It's just a club, right?
Sure.
But on Wednesdays, that's travel day. And so that day, you're still welcome to just come and watch what we do. Like, hey, I don't have anybody to watch my kids, so I don't want to be put under. I can't go to the Grand Canyon with you guys for 3 hours, but I can watch and I can put questions in the chat, and that's fine. That's fine, right? It's all at your leisure. Eventually, as we get more people, we're going to expand to where we have travel days on Wednesday and then one day during the weekends, like Saturday or Sunday, so we can have 2 teams. We would like to be setting my first goal, the hurdle that I want to reach, is where I have 2 teams of 10 people. And that way I know that each team will pretty much always have about 5 that I can send in. And so we'll have the weekend team and the weekday team. And so that's kind of the idea there. And we'll send them both to the same places and see if each team gathers the same info.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And, as part of this, we, with the quantum travel, we're able to give you superpowers, and everybody's going to absorb each superpower differently. And some of them's going to take one superpower and just run to the races with it. Another person's going to be like, this one doesn't feel that right for me. That's fine. That's fine. That's why we have so many people involved, because everybody's going to have different aptitudes and skills and interests. And so everybody is going to they'll find their place and how they fit in best. And if you one day you work with the weekend team and the next day you work with the weekday team, that's fine. You can bounce around. You can do them both. You can do it all. You can do none of it. You can come once a month. You can come 5 times a week. It doesn't matter. We're going to have stuff going on for you guys to participate in and to watch. Okay. Yeah, I've got a Facebook page. It's called Time Travel and Quantum Exploration. This will be a tie-in with the Quantum Travel Agency, but also will get people to know what's up to date in the world of time travel and quantum exploration. So I'll send you guys all invites. Please join that page and chit-chat in there at will. And of course, then because we have so many people and everybody has different schedules, sometimes it's just we're going to put together meetings on the fly, just kind of like we did today. And then other times we'll have stuff that's more planned. I can say, hey, Thursday, I got the day open, so everybody, if you can get time at noon Pacific, try to be there, right? So that'll all happen on the Facebook page. Eventually, we'll have some kind of a Skype community or something. What's the one that all the video gamers use? I keep forgetting the name of it right now. Well,
I can't tell
There's
you.
Discord and Twitch.
Discord, thank you. We'll have Discord. Oh my God, Twitch. I want to get Twitch involved someday too, but don't get me off on that. What I want to do on Twitch is I want to do a live session with me and Patrick, where the audience asks questions of that day's destination, and I'm picking them out of the chat saying, here's a question, the ones that apply most of that. So we'll get Twitch involved someday too. The nice thing about Twitch, Patrick, is that unlike on YouTube, when you go live, if the person types in too many questions too fast, they'll time you out. They're like, you can't talk anymore for a while. And if the session goes over 2 hours, Facebook or YouTube kicks you off and stops recording. Right? With Twitch, you can do a 24-hour stream. One person can type as much as they freaking want, a million questions. Wow. Yeah. So it's very interactive, and so it's a step up. What's that?
I really like Twitch. I have a friend who does streams, and you also we would probably record them, but he can choose if he wants to record or not. And so I like that a lot.
Yeah, because what you do is go ahead, I'm sorry.
And I was thinking that eventually when I have my modality more integrated or whatever.
Yeah.
I would do some stuff on Twitch, my own channel, but I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's fine. And but we will, probably Quantum Explorers Club or the Quantum Travel Agency will have a Twitch channel. I'm going to guess before you do, just based on the way I move and shake. But you'll always be welcome there, and you can come in and you could have you could do a little 20-minute thing. I could interview whatever you want, Aaron. The world, we're going to take care of you, all right? As you're ready. Yeah. And you can be semi-anonymous, just like you are right now. That'd be fine with me. They can hear your voice. That's fine. I don't care. Cool. And also the other thing is I can send you just as easily as Patrick, right? And so on Wednesday, Aaron, I want you to be there because our first group trip experiment it's going to be you and Patrick. All right.
Yeah, I will. I have a meeting at some point on, I think 12:30 on Wednesday. So Eastern. But I will figure it out because if we, I don't even remember what I'm supposed to do. I have a lot of like meetings and doctor's appointments, but
Yeah.
only
Try to make it earlier because 12:30 is when Patrick's going to be just starting to be available.
Check with her how it's gonna be and keep me posted because I can go at 1:30 or 2 if we have to.
Okay. I will yeah, I have like weekly meetings like twice a week and sometimes I have doctor's appointments which it's like I have a lot going on in January since like I sort of just came into this and I already had this stuff like set up.
Yeah.
But
no, this is for fun anyways, right? But I'm like, this is the one time when I am kind of counting on you because I need you, right? I haven't done sessions for Braden or Linda yet, so I just I'm not ready to make them that part yet, okay?
Yeah, I will come Wednesday. We just might have to do it at like 1:30.
Yeah.
I just need to know ahead of time what the time is and then
Yeah. Cool, thanks, Patrick.
And Patrick, are you in Eastern time zone?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so like I could do 1:30.
Okay, let's set it for 1:30
right,
then.
I'm gonna set it right now, 1:30. Hey, if you're gonna be a little late, don't stress, right?
Just tell us and we'll chill. Me and Patrick can talk for hours on end. We don't, we don't have any problem killing a little time if you're going to be late. So I don't want you to feel like you're rushed or hurried or under the gun in any way. All right.
Okay, cool. I'll try for 1:30.
Okay.
I don't think I have a lot to do in this meeting, so so it should be okay. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Braden, you and Linda, if you guys would like to attend on Wednesday and just watch it happen in real time, that's fine. You're welcome to.
Yeah.
You can add your energy and your positive vibes to what we're doing. And then once I've had sessions with both of you guys, then I'll kind of figure out how I want to move on with you from there and how to integrate you best and use what your special skills are. There'll be something I'll be asking in your sessions as well.
I'm gonna try something with Linda. I'm gonna try to connect with Babakwa, and I'm gonna ask him if he could do something to help her with visualization, and if he could tell me what her special skills could be.
Perfect. And the other thing you can do when you do that is if you want, because this girl did this modality on me called Energy Touch. And the way Energy Touch works is I would set an intention and she does it from across the country and it took 1 hour. And she just worked on me for 1 hour while I had the attention. And all I had to do was be quiet for an hour.
A bit like Edgar Casey used to do.
Right. So she just sent me a text. She said, we're starting now. And then she sent me another text. She said, we're done now. And that was it. And all I had to do was chill. So if you want, you might be able to coordinate with Linda in that kind of a manner as part of your experiment and see if that would, hey, Babakwa, is it all right if we work on Linda right now? And you say, hey, Linda, can you just chill for an hour, right? And tell me if you're feeling anything. She could send you a text or something like that. But just throw that in there. You may not need help from her, but.
Yeah, thanks.
I know there are modalities that work that way. And so since we are going to be working on her, why have her be busy at the time? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Why have her be doing stuff? So like she could just be chilling and receiving and telling you what she felt afterwards. Oh, I felt some tingling in my fingers. Ooh, my third eye felt like it, right? And she can just be in the moment.
I'm gonna ask. I'm also gonna ask a lot of questions. How we can figure out what the skills of one are and how to figure out and how to make it better and stuff like that.
Perfect. I love it.
So I'm just remembering something. So I'll email you if I could do 12:30 or 1:30. Yeah. I'll find out today.
Don't even sweat it, man. You got till Wednesday, and we're flexible people, right? You could tell me 10 minutes before the meeting I need to bump it an hour. We'll fucking bump it an hour. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
2 hours early. I want to make it an hour sooner. We'll make it an hour sooner. All right. And we got you, man.
Okay. Cool. How do you think people are liking the video, since I'm nervous about the video?
Oh my God, Aaron. Like, I have not ever gotten a thumbs down yet. Right? Like,
Yeah,
not one single thumbs down. I'm almost pissed. Like, what? I'm not good enough for a troll?
Yeah.
The person that I talk to about either the Quantum Explorers Club or the Quantum Traveling is like, holy shit, dude, you're going to change the world.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's
And
really,
that's what
really
we
cool.
want to do.
And like, it was so weird because like for, I don't know, like 10 years, they've been like, you're a traveler. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? And I guess it ties into this. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I guess because like to them it's like dimension hopping or whatever.
Well, we're going to do that too. Like one of the things I had to fight with my business people, because I got a couple girls that are really good at business, and I said I need you guys to handle the business end, and so they wanted to call it the business to have something to do with time travel. And I was like, no, it's too limiting. Time travel is too limiting for me. I'm going to planets, dimensions, anything inside of this universe is what we're doing. So make it quantum. All right.
I've got new information about source consciousness. They've explained to me about the Virgo cluster constellation.
Mm-hmm.
This is where that energy is located.
What energy?
Virgo. They said it's the Virgo star cluster is the center of the galaxy.
The center of our galaxy or a different galaxy?
Well, it's the source. It's the center, and I don't know if we could say the center of the galaxy, but I don't think it's the center of the galaxy because it doesn't work that way actually.
Yeah. So it's what it is.
All other systems are evolving around this one, and that Virgo cluster system is where source energy is
right. Because here's the way it works. The energy comes from source. It goes to Andromeda. There's this thing. It's like a star, but it's not a star, and it steps down the energy to a level that it won't basically blow up everything it touches, and then it's going to go into something in the Virgo constellation, probably a star or a portal of some sort, and it's going to step down again there before it comes through the rest of the galaxy. So it's not coming through the black hole because it wouldn't work that way. So it's coming through Virgo, something in Virgo. That's what I'm hearing. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does make sense.
It should
It was
travel
exactly
through
like
stars,
that.
pretty sure.
What's that, Braden?
I'm pretty sure energy travels through stars, information, all that.
Yes. Yeah, mostly. They're like transformers or capacitors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and but by the same token, certain stars, and there's things that like they look like stars, but they're not really stars. But we'll just call them stars for now, anyways. But certain ones are more like transformers and capacitors than others. They all have ways to be used, but certain ones are where the energy is really specifically goes into and steps down, changes color, and goes out from there.
Yeah, some of the smaller stars are represented as chakra of the system, chakra of the solar system, or the galaxy, or and not one is the same. It's all different. Not one works in the same matter the same way. So it is hard to explain. It is hard to put your finger on the words to explain it. So,
am I hearing you say that we need to schedule a trip to the Virgo constellation so that we can figure out what's really going on there?
It's coming, but we have to work with Arcturus for a bit first.
Arcturus
there's
first?
information that we have to get from there.
Okay. And can you check for me, because I know that originally the invite was really for you and kind of me as a facilitator, but can you check for me, is it okay if we bring the whole class with us?
Yeah, I will, for sure.
Okay, thank you. So, because I would like to bring everybody in, let them attend the classes and see what we're learning. And as I recall, we're going to be learning about the rainbow energy there, right?
Yeah.
Primarily. Okay. And we're going to be picking up some new guides as well.
And I have a ton of questions that we'll set up before the journey. Like there's a lot of questions I need I need to figure out from our tourists, because there's just been so much talk about it.
Mhm.
So we'll set up like maybe meet up 10 minutes before time just to set up questions and stuff like that.
Of course, we'll always do that. And you know, I'm figuring our tourist is going to happen probably a couple weeks from this Wednesday.
Good.
Like, yeah, because I want to get time to gather the team and hopefully be able to bring more people with us, assuming that's allowed, and which I'm pretty sure it will be. Yeah, so I just want to kind of get the team firmed up a little more. We'll do Grand Canyon, looking for Egyptian artifacts with the that special mineral vision hour, and that'll be a good follow-up to Egypt. And it's such a big place that we can really we can go there again and again and again with different groups of people, you know.
And I don't mind going back to Egypt at earlier times or further in the past, like we can go see what it looks like once the 3 pyramids are up.
Yep. Yep.
So
We're
we
going
can
to
find
start
out whatever happened to Arthaja. Where did that being go? Is he mummified? Did he go up? Or?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love it.
So much.
So the plan will be to start, there's a certain place that I want to go where all the pyramids are in the Grand Canyon. We'll start like one day ago. We're only going to go one day back in time, just so that we're traveling in time, basically yesterday, okay? And then from there, we will explore everything that's pertinent there. That'll be our main waypoint that we always return back to, right? As we go here and then we come back, we go here like we like to do. And then after all the exploring's done, if we find that there's a certain time that is drawing us that this is when the ant people were there, then we'll go to that time. But then the very last waypoint is going to be going all the way back to before there was a Grand Canyon. And we're going to see if the river starts first, if the canyon starts first. We're going to see if it was an electrical discharge, if it was strip mining by aliens, or if actually the river did it somehow. Okay?
Cool.
All right, and that one will be for you guys that are here listening, and I will send you all emails tentatively 1:30 on Wednesday. 1:30 Eastern Wednesday, and subject to change an hour forward or back, just so you know. And so just keep an eyes on your emails those days if you would like to view or participate. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. And so anybody? Oh, let's see. There's one other thing I wanted to tell you. Okay. So for you late arrivers, I want to let you know the goal of the Quantum Explorers Club. All right. Our stated mission purpose. Why we're here. A thing that a lot of people might not like, but anyways, our goal is to wake up people by doing super trippy shit, all right? And inspiring their imaginations and get them that childlike joy of discovery and seeing things that they're like, whoa, history is wrong. Whoa, everything I know is a lie, right? And we're gonna wake up the whole world that way if we can, and then the real goal is to thereby speed up the event by raising the vibration of the entire planet and making all healers obsolete in the process, because everybody's going to get healed. So just minor goals, no big deal, right?
Awesome.
Right.
Well, like that's kind of one reason that I was never like, okay, I'm gonna like become a healer, because I always feel like, okay, I would do this thing, and whatever I do will become obsolete. I don't know.
Right. And that's not a problem. You know what? Because Aaron, part of the path of becoming a healer is to learn your powers, to learn yourself, to every time we do some healing, we get some healing. So, still go down that road. Just don't be pissed at me when I make it obsolete. Okay?
I won't be pissed.
All right. That a girl. Okay, and so anybody else got anything to say? Because I feel like I'm done for today.
I'm gonna have to leave myself for the day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send you a text tomorrow to confirm everything. I know everything's gonna be good anyway. So, but I will see you all on Wednesday, and it was nice to meet you all. So kisses to the ladies and handshakes. Guys.
Hey, one thing, Patrick, keep your eye on your email, because I'm going to send you Linda Blair's info, and I'm going to send you an invite to the Facebook group, okay?
Perfect.
All right, bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one.
You guys, okay, any other guys got anything you want to talk about? Any ideas that would you like to throw into the pot or the hopper, or destinations you think we should consider?
Well, I have a couple of thoughts on the Arcturians.
Okay. You have a couple of what?
Thoughts on the Arcturians, which I can email you. If you
Okay,
want.
email me that, please. I would love to hear about it. Braden, what do you got?
Okay.
Let's see. I mean, there's a ton I can add, but you know, in the moment kind of thing.
Okay.
I went to that psychic,
Mhm.
and she told me more stuff. She thinks I should be a healer too.
Which site are you talking about?
What's that?
Which site?
No, I went to the a psychic in Vegas.
Oh, the psychic. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the one you'd seen one time before too, right?
Right.
Okay. Did she give you any hint as to like what type of modality you would be best suited for, or any special skills or talents you have?
She said healing. Like she wants
Just
to open my own shop.
Okay.
But I'm
Right, 'cause
thinking yeah. Not sure exactly what healing is. I think more like energy work.
Maybe like a Reiki or something along that lines.
Somewhere along that line, maybe a little different, but yeah, along that line.
Got cranial sacral healing. Are you familiar with that one?
Yeah, I know about them
Explore it?
all. I just haven't tried for them.
Okay. There's another one. That other one I was telling you about called Energy Touch. That one takes a long time to learn, by the way. It's like a 3-year class. Maybe not the way to go, but it's really cool. So you can look into that as well. Just give you
The
ideas.
funny thing, I asked her, I was like, so do I need to take a class? And she goes, I think you're good. I was like,
Okay.
what? Oh, okay. So I don't know.
Let me tell you,
I'll try
if you haven't watched my video yet with Archangel Raphael, he says that every single person has their own modality inside of them. And what the angels want is for us to, they would prefer if we would all just develop our own personal modality with a ton of variance, and everybody does something different. If you don't feel comfortable like that, and you don't think you're worthy, then for sure, go learn somebody else's modality. It's better than nothing. But we all do have our own modality inside of us. And hopefully this quantum exploring will help to open that part of you up.
Right. Yeah, that's what I want to find out from her, but
Yeah.
definitely. Something I want to cultivate my
and
own.
when you get your QSHE session from me, that's where you can really get the good answers, because you're going to get it directly from the higher self. Right. And I'll question them in such a way that they can't just go, oh, well, it's a free world. Do whatever you want, Braden, right? I'll back him into a corner. Okay.
Sounds good.
So when I know you sent you some ideas for questions, then make sure you make that some of your questions, because I'll forget.
Oh, I'll have a ton of questions for you.
Yeah. What is my modality? How should I develop it? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about here? All right, good deal. I will make a video of this too, so you'll be able to check that out on the channel real soon. I will be sending you all invites to the Facebook group, and that'll be a place that, until I get like a Skype or, God dang it, Aaron, what's that other thing called?
Discord.
Discord, thank you. I'm leaning towards Discord. I just can't remember the name, but I'll probably get a Discord thing going, and that way we'll be able to chat in real time throughout the day, and you'll get notifications on your phones, and whenever anybody's on there, and if you're bored, you can talk to your friends. One part of this club is to make friends that are into woo-woo, weird shit that we can't talk to our parents and our coworkers about. Okay, so we'll have this channel set up so whenever something weird happens, you can say, I woke up today and there's an angel sitting at the foot of my bed, and you'll actually have 3 people say, oh, that's really cool. That happened to me one time too. Was it Raphael or Gabriel? Right? Right? And so that'll be coming. In the meantime, we'll use the Facebook, okay?
All right.
And everyone just keep your eye out for an invite on that. And I love you all, and I hope you all have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite.
All right, bye-bye.